Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am really excited, and you should be too, because I am making something called Gypsy Chicken, and I'm using a dear friend's cookbook. It's called Ned's Kitchen Cookbook, and it was the restaurant that I grew up working in, and so I'm really excited. This is like the best chicken you've ever had. I know you're gonna love it. So if you want to watch how we make Gypsy Chicken, stay tuned.
Okay, we're gonna start out with our sides and our sauce first. So I have a cup of bacon that I've chopped up. I'm gonna render that down and get it crispy. And then I'm going to add 1 head of red cabbage that I sliced into that. And I'm just gonna incorporate the bacon grease and everything, the bacon of course, all into it and cook it down for about 5 or 10 minutes. So to execute this meal and have your chicken be nice and hot, and your sides all done, you're going to do your sides first. So now I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of brown sugar and a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar, and then I'm going to cook that down into my cabbage. And all in all, it probably takes about 30 to 40 minutes to cook this, so it can just kind of be cooking as you're doing other things. Now I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of pepper, and you can adjust your pepper a little bit more if you'd like more or less. It's up to you. So it's reduced about 3/4 of the way, and that's what you're looking for. You can turn the heat off, leave the lid on, and just let it sit in that nice steamy pot, and we can get started on our sauce. So the first thing I'm going to do is make my roux for my sauce. So I have a stick of butter that I'm going to melt, and I'm going to put a 1/2 cup of flour, and I'm going to cook it for about 3 to 4 minutes. And if you want it to be darker, you can cook it a little longer, but you just need to stir it constantly, and then set that to the side. Now in my pot, I'm going to add a cup of orange juice, a 1/4 cup of dry sherry, cooking sherry, and a 1/4 cup of tarragon. Now I'm just going to simmer this and reduce it by half. Once that's reduced by half, I'm going to add in 4 cups of chicken stock, and 1 tablespoon of beef base, which you can get at the grocery store. So I'm just gonna let that dissolve in here, and then I'm going to put all my roux in, and then bring my liquid back up to a boil, which is going to make it get thick. And then I'm just gonna add my 2 cups of sliced mushrooms, and you can cook it for a few more minutes or just let it sit in there and they will cook on their own, and your sauce is all ready.
I'm going to show you how to butterfly a piece of chicken. So you want to have your breast of chicken. So you want to go kind of in the middle of where it's thick, and use your boning knife and just cut through, but not all the way through. So you want to think of it like a book. So you want to leave the book end together. So then you have a piece of chicken like this. So then we're going to pound it out, and then we're going to stuff the chicken. So that's how you butterfly a piece of chicken. Okay, so I have all my chicken breasts ready to go, and I'm going to use a gallon baggie to go ahead and pound out my chicken so it doesn't make so much of a mess. And then I just have a mallet, and I'm just going to use the smooth side. I'm not going to use this side. So I'm going to put a piece in here, open it up. Actually, in these bags you can fit a couple pieces. You don't even have to really close your bag. You wash your hands, and then you're just going to pound it out. But you don't want to pound too hard, because you don't want to break your chicken's skin. You kind of want to have it all still together. So you have to be a little bit gentle. So this is all done. I'm going to put this out onto my new plate. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to stuff the chicken. So I have Scampi Butter, which is just garlic butter with a tablespoon or 2 of marinara, like red sauce, some capers, and fennel if you have fennel. I didn't have any fennel, so I didn't put it in there, but that's all it is. And you just blend it up or stir it up. And then Swiss cheese. And then this Swiss cheese we're going to put on top when the chicken's all done. Okay, so we're going to take our chicken, and I'm going to take my butter, I'm gonna use all this butter up, so I'm not gonna worry about getting chicken in there. And then I'm gonna put some shredded Swiss cheese in there, and then I'm gonna close it up. Now we're going to bread them. Okay, so now I'm going to bread my chicken, and this is how you bread. You put the chicken in the flour first, then the egg, then the breadcrumbs, and then we'll cook it. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do now. Get your eggs all over where you have flour so your breadcrumbs stick to it. I like to shake them so I don't have to put my fingers in the breadcrumbs as much. Okay, that one's all breaded. Okay, now they're all ready to be cooked.
So I'm gonna get my skillet hot and put a good amount of oil in there, and I'm gonna lay my chicken in, and I'm just gonna brown it on both sides. And my oven is preheated to 400 degrees. And then you're gonna put it in the oven for 10 minutes at 400 degrees. And then when it's done, you put your cheese on top, put it back in for just a minute, just till it gets melted, and pull it out and put your sauce on top, and that's it. And I've made some mashed potatoes and broccoli to go with it, which I will link down in the description box. Enjoy.
So this is our gypsy chicken all finished. We made gypsy gravy, we made the red cabbage, and I'm gonna link my description for my mashed potatoes down below. So if you wanna check that out, it'll be there. So I know you're gonna love this. Please try it. You will not regret it, and your family's gonna love it. So I will see you guys next time. Like and subscribe. Bye.